What's up?
What up,
What's
y'all?
up? Welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast.
What are you eating?
I was about to say immediately munching.
Not you came in here being chemo, smacking.
First of all, I was not smacking.
You was.
Second of all,
You were okay. We can hear the chips and we can hear the smacking.
you can hear the ruffling, but you didn't hear
No, you was like,
I wasn't. It wasn't all.
yes, you was. Yes, you was.
No.
This is recorded. We'll play it back.
I was about to say, running back, Mr. Chicken. I didn't say chicken in the cup. Okay, said it just like you were smacking.
What's that Nene clip? You don't think you said all that? They got you on tape saying it. I did not. I was not smacking though, for real. Y'all tripping.
She was.
Anyways, like I was trying to do my intro before I was interrupted.
I always interrupt that.
Imagine interrupting. I can never see Eric interrupting a conversation.
I never interrupt a conversation. I wait my turn.
We got some animosity in the studio, y'all. Like Quinn had, but Eric, go ahead, do the little intro. Not little intro.
The little intro. Ooh. The little intro.
My fault.
Nah, you know I love a good lil in front of something. But welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat.
Yeah.
Whew, how y'all doing on this fine Thursday night? Almost that evening.
I have to go to a wedding Saturday.
Hey.
Which is gonna be fun because this is my first time going to a wedding engaged. So you know you're gonna be like, me next, is. And then when they toss the bouquet, I'm gonna just move out the way. I got it.
No, hey, I don't care. You gotta mock someone for it. You gotta mock someone.
I'm good. Now I'm be over here like, see y'all in October, okay? So this will be the first time I don't get in the bouquet line. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
This will be nice.
Cause they be like, all the single ladies out here, get out here to catch the bouquet. You'll be like,
and I'm gonna be like this.
Because you know, every wedding I've been at, people are like, well, I got a boyfriend, I got a girlfriend that say, if you and I married, we want you out here.
There you go.
But she's married now, y'all. Well, almost married.
I'm engaged. My ring ain't on, but it's on there.
Engaged. So she's off the market.
I'm a fiance. Uh-oh.
Hey. So y'all know why we here. Of course, we're here to talk about the eviction episode for Big Brother 26. And honestly, y'all, this episode was really cut and dry. They spent half the time fooling with this mess that we don't really care about, stuff we already knew, stuff that we already told y'all about. So pretty much where they left us off yesterday, the veto episode was the cliffhanger if the veto was going to get used or not. Who's going to go up if it gets used? We knew who it was, but you know, they had the back and forth about who was going to be and if they were making the right decision.
Hold on, Eric, I'm sorry. I got to say, how do we start and say this was the same old, ain't nothing happened episode when we had Jerry?
I was going to say something. I was like, nah, I'll wait to talk about that. But since Eli brought it up, in the show's history, this has never been done before, or this has never
24
happened.
years?
24 years, 30 seasons later, Julie Chen Moonves was not hosting. She caught the COVIDs. And so
Mary with the slander early.
Murray is not fooling with Julie, but that's okay. We love Julie Chen. Listen, we know she could be better. Absolutely, she was better in her former years. But Julie this season she got to groove back a little bit. So I'm gonna stick up for Julie
a little bit. I do miss old Julie.
Yeah. She chose.
I was about to say something way out of pocket. I'm gonna choose to refrain from it.
I mean, she just needed a season where she could like be interested in. It's been a minute. I'm not saying it's been a minute, but it's been a minute.
I love Julie.
I like Julie Chen.
Yeah. That's wow. The messages.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Now Julie Moonves is another lady.
Regardless,
oh no,
JC, our girl JC, is the robotic soul of Big Brother. Like you cannot, when you think of Big Brother, you see Julie Chen like that.
I mean, Arissa Cox is an amazing.
Love her down
today.
What you say?
Said the chat on 10 today with the slander.
Listen, they don't fool with Miss Moonves. But here's the thing. When you think, like I said, you think of Big Brother, Julie Chen is a part of Big Brother. She's also the only woman host that we have out of all the big shows. We got Survivor, The Challenge, Amazing Race. They all have male hosts. So she's the only female host. And so, I mean, that's some respect. And she's done it. She ain't missed a day, y'all. 30 seasons, 24
granted,
years.
She do be working like 13 days a year. But still... Listen, hold on, wait. I was telling my man, I was like, oh, Julie Chen ain't missed a day, a Thursday episode in 24 years. He said, you mean a Thursday? So she only work on Thursdays? I was like, yeah.
Shoot.
Like every Thursday? I said, nah, just during Big Brother, and that's roughly about 3-ish months. So that's about like 10, 11 episodes? I'm like, yeah. So she worked 12 days a year and I'm supposed to give her an award? I'm like, okay, all right. When you put it like that, why you make it sound like she worked 1% of the year?
I mean, he not wrong.
Julie called a lick. I'm not mad at it. She called herself a lick. Okay.
Yeah,
so
like,
oh hey girl.
She getting them coins for 13 days out of the year.
I wonder how much she get paid. I'm about to look it up.
You know, Tree's I know he gonna figure it out.
Oh, I know. I think her husband is also very wealthy, so it don't even matter how much. No, it does matter how much.
Oh, it matter.
Oh man. So yes. Oh, go ahead, Eli.
Oh, I was just about to say, but yeah, we had a whole new bundle of energy in the house, and I'm not talking about Quinn. I'm talking about Jerry. Ooh. Jerry O'Connor, whatever.
I definitely didn't know that man's name.
Shoot. I was about to call him Jerry Springer in here. I'm not gonna lie.
Jerry gone to glory.
Oh,
hold on. I will come to work too. Julie makes $75K per episode. Baby showing up bright and early every episode.
Yeah.
I was like, per season? I was like, okay. And I was like, no, per episode. You know what? Do y'all want to do an extra episode Wednesday? I'm free.
Y'all said y'all wanted a special. You wanted a special? Oh, you said you wanted a rewind week. Okay, let's do it.
Baby, I ain't going nowhere. She left that little talk to her. She said, I'm good on BB. Okay, I'm gonna stay right.
She fought for that zombie week.
Facts.
Good money. But Jerry did good. Jerry did good. He popped it off. And I said, oh, okay, he's good. But let me tell you one thing I noticed about Jerry, right? Because Jerry came from a talk show, right? What's the talk show was on?
The Talk.
That's the name of it. And you can tell that when he says certain things, that he waits for the audience response because he's used to that daytime talk show. And I could tell, like, he was like,
yeah. Y'all gonna say something?
Hey, I think the audience was
unexpected.
But
you know how it's just how daytime show hosts talk, and I recognized that. And I was like,
there was a lot to question mark. That but first that Eli just did, definitely there was a huge question mark after that. But first,
no,
and
that's what it was like.
Hey, I will say the audience was working overtime though.
They did.
The audience was cackling
because they were going crazy about every little joke. It felt like, oh man, this is kind of. I thought gosh dang Ika was in the diary room saying, I vote to Big Netta because they were laughing, they were screaming, everything when Jerry was talking.
I was cracking up because Chappelle talking about he getting a little too comfortable with our show. I said, right, because what you mean you'll be back for the live vote and eviction? What you know about a live vote and eviction?
Jerry done been around, huh? Jerry been around the block.
But he did all right. But when he talking about it's getting hot in her, I said, Jerry, no, let's not. Let's not do that. Don't do it.
He had to touch Quinn hair. I want him so bad to be like, no.
Oh, that was man. Why did
it was I would have told him no ASAP. No.
Like I was cool with him, and then he's like, "Can I touch your hair?" I was like, "No, please, no, don't tarnish it."
Why do people want to touch people's hair? I don't understand that.
I have never in my life been like, "Let me touch your hair." Right. I haven't.
I've combed my friend's hair before, but that's about it. Like
you doing it, yeah.
Not just be like, let me.
Y'all weren't locked in on the live feeds just to like wait to touch Quinn's hair? Like
that wouldn't even came across my mind to ask that man to touch his hair. Like, no, not at all.
Ooh. Takora is the only person to vote correctly every time. Dang. So every person Takora has voted out has left. Smart.
See? But anyway, y'all, let's get into the little baby episode. So we left us off. They left us off. Yeah, I'm not smacking, so stop. I'm not. I can't even chew right because y'all can.
He's rattled. We rattled him, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it's funny because y'all are just staring at me. But anyway, so they left us with the cliffhanger.
No, you do not do it right back. That's funny. That's hilarious.
We knew what was going to happen with this veto. The casuals did not. So Mackenzie takes Angela off the block. She's Queen gets put up there, and he's like, Angela is the most legendary player of all time. Dr. Will, Dan, Derek, move out of the way. Angela is here to stay. She's got the veto used on her 3 times. She's a legend.
I mean,
she's iconic.
Ellipses.
It's given.
Hey, we've had a lot of legend conversations, and Eric said Tucker ain't no legend. I'm curious, does this make Angela a legend?
Angela's iconic. I'm not ready to give her legend just yet.
She's definitely an icon.
She win one more HOH.
Definitely,
I might gotta give it.
Yeah,
to
she
her.
win one more HOH. You can have it. She's definitely iconic. And she is now officially. When people mention Angela in Big Brother, they're gonna be referencing her. You know what I'm saying? We've had like 3
Angela rocks 2-on-1 season. Angela, the second part
Angela
winner.
BB26.
Did she even win the challenge?
Real estate, Angela.
Real estate.
Crazy Eyes, Angela. You know, Crazy Eyes. That's what we're talking about. She now has a name in Big Brother history for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. See, Mary, me and Mary be here. We be here because Tucker is not a legend either. Thank you. Show yourself.
Tucker is a legend. Tucker is legendary.
There's a lot of people that'll show themselves. That's all I'm gonna say.
And they will be wrong. But it's okay.
That's gonna be the first question I ask Tucker when we get. I'm be like, do you consider yourself a legend or an icon? I'm gonna ask him that question. I'm gonna see what his own response is. He's probably gonna say both.
Knowing him.
That part.
Knowing him.
We solidified that both. I think we can agree on that they're both all-stars for sure.
Yeah.
All-star locks for sure.
Yeah.
No, she's a falling into icon.
Definitely by accident. I might have.
Is it by accident though?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, them inklings keep getting her up in the middle of the midnight hour. That's her instinct. Instinct is getting her up, and she's lying, which the truth that she believes to be the truth, and it's working. These seeds that she's planting is worked each and every time. So that's for her to articulate her game about what she's done. But anyway, she gets taken off. Quinn is touting her praises, but he also knows that his days in that house are nearly over because nobody's going to keep him. Although the edit does what the edit does best, is to make it seem like there's hope. And so you start having Leah going and trying to campaign with him. He's campaigning with everyone. You know, they're pushing hard. This voting block of 3 is dangerous. You got to get rid of it. If you let them stay in the game, y'all are done. Y'all are dumb, and it's over for you. And they're not wrong. One more, T-Core said it herself tonight. If we can get through one more week, it's almost guaranteed that one of the 3 of us will be in those final 2 chairs. And she's pretty right.
Good possibility.
It's a great possibility. I think that this week is not necessarily a misstep, essentially, because really they should have got rid of him last week. But since they didn't, this was the week I think they should have taken an opportunity to take out one of the trio. But it's neither here nor there. Quinn was the target. They tried their best to flip. They honestly, Angela, I didn't think she was gonna not vote Quinn out, but she decided.
She stayed voting on the wrong side.
You know what? It must be a production bit. Like she has to be a plant because they must be saying, "Hey, we need some drama. Go ahead, vote to save Quinn." When nothing has implied that you are pro Quinn.
Facts. So I think she gonna get to the end and be like, if she makes it in, I have voted wrong all season long, but yet I am still in this house and I made it to the final two.
Hey,
and you gotta
who
give
went
her
on Chelsea HOH?
Chelsea's HOH.
Was that her first HOH?
Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they gave us that content. They gave us Leah admitting that she like Quinn.
Quindelia. That's my name for him. Quindelia. They held strong for so many episodes.
Let's talk about this.
Quia.
Leah has been talking trash about Quinn for the last month.
She don't like that man.
She has. Do I think she really like him? No, I don't. Could she? Yes, she could, obviously. But it's just very weird to me that all your little people done left, and now you stuck with one. So you need to pull him in as much as possible. Like you could just be his friend, girl. You can just talk to him. So do I think it's an act? Yes. She sat in the bathroom with Chelsea talking about, yeah, people are telling us. I said, I've never talked about. What? Are you serious? Is the Leah that said it not in the room with us right
Hello.
now? She talked so much mess about him. And then she was trying to hide from him when he came into the storage room because she didn't want to talk to him. Who knows? Does she actually like him? Who knows? I don't know. I just want to say that I don't care. Quinn and jury now, so at this point, it don't even really.
She can follow him right out the door if that's the case. But
she can follow your crush, follow your dreams.
The fact that she waited till he was over halfway out the door to admit this is like, you had 50 some days, maybe 60. Can't remember what day we're on right now, but
no, I won't put it past production to like prompt her to get or take her out of context. Oh, I think I really like Quinn as a friend, and they just cut out as a friend.
They cut it out. Because here's the thing too, because like yesterday we discovered y'all spent 45 minutes on a 1-round veto competition. There was no content. There was nothing to give us this week. So y'all fostered this narrative for today because there was nothing to show.
Yeah, I do wonder if that was like an old
copy and paste or cut and paste is really what they did. Yeah, chop and screw, paste it together for a narrative. So there we have it. That was pretty much the extra that they gave us, and then they had Angela.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Ty, you just clocked that. You sure did.
About Cedric?
That's an old DR.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of feeds through this last week, and she didn't have a white sweatshirt on at all this week.
Yeah. Look, that's what she had them pajamas on. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure did. And she had on some red this week. Yep.
And that's why they don't want. That's why they
went and got the sweatshirt. Maybe, but the chances are slim because they be wearing the same stuff all day.
That's why they want T-Core to take her hair down, because if she filmed any DRs this week, it would show continuity.
They wanted to look. There you go.
They got to keep the continuity. And she was smart enough, like Ty mentioned, I don't know if she mentioned on Twitter, Ty mentioned that she kept the front braids in first, so she had some DRs to do. So she could hide
down now, but yeah.
Yeah. But
she had the head on. I don't even think the girl watched her. She said, girl, I don't feel like doing it.
Listen, while they was braiding her, I said, if I was in there and I was on the block, I'd be like, listen, T-Core, you better keep me safe, or you're going to be having a half up, half down, half natural, half braids going on the live episode if you don't vote to keep me.
Listen.
So you're going to be on live television with a half up, half down. But
do that hat on and call it a day.
Yes. Also, Cam getting his hair cut and then threw a beanie on it.
I feel that.
He should, because it didn't look good. Look like I don't know why he let MJ play in his head. It looked like she didn't do much. I don't know. Maybe she took a little bit. I don't know. I wouldn't dare. I would not dare let Mackenzie in my head.
Not at all. The cliffhangers are getting old because they're not necessary. They saw BB Can 9 do it. Shout out to BB Can 9 for setting the standard. That was the first time I have personally seen like a cliffhanger with a veto episode. I think it was a Toya veto when it came down to Toya when they didn't know if they were going to use. Well, we knew Feast watchers, but they decided to do a cliffhanger. And BBUS, what they do the very next season on 23 with Christian, were they going to put up Christian to get him home? They did a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, y'all, quit trying to be like BB Can in that sense.
Wasted.
I mean, what? It's purely about not having
content.
Yeah, content comps for live comps, because what, we haven't even had anything close to that, right?
That's why I didn't give them more alcohol, especially when they're bad.
What is the reason for not giving us our live comps anymore? Like, what's the dealio? I'm not understanding.
Because nothing was cooler than knowing right on Thursday, right away that, oh my gosh, they're the HOH. I don't know. I miss it. I understand why they don't do it.
Stuff.
We've had them last season though. We saw the competitions.
They might want to rig it, or they don't want to get caught for something mess up, or they just being plumb lazy. Or
because you remember how we were watching the Bowie Jane versus Felicia. Who gonna break the top? You know, we saw these competitions play alive. So,
and tonight's episode would have been perfect for that because you wasn't much content from the week. Like y'all should have did that eviction at 7:38. Talk to Quinn for 2 minutes, and then let's go into the HOH.
Right. Move him along.
Oh, by the way, here's Ainsley.
Yeah. But we had to say bye to Ainsley. Oh my gosh, this season's gonna fall off. What are we gonna do without Ainsley for a week?
She'll be back.
She said she tried. What was that? Was that Chelsea talking about? Where she gotta go?
She traveling around the world. Yeah, she showed it.
No, Chelsea said that.
Where are you going?
Ainsley said, "Mind your business. Mind your business. Stay in a player's place. Stay in a house guest place.
Stay in a AI's place."
Oh man. So yeah, we got Janky instead. Yep. Ainsley went to the circle or what? Because the circle did start yesterday or today. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder what y'all think Janky gonna be.
I'm gonna be very real. No idea.
Wait, who's Janky? Is that the replacement of the producer?
Junior. Artificial neurokinetic intelligence in something.
I don't know. All that I got was a house guest trying to piece together that it was Zingbot, and I believe it. I don't know. It has to be. It has to be the only other robot in the franchise. Why would you bring someone else up?
Is my memory wrong? Isn't Zingbot always tied with Otev, or am I tripping? It's not.
No.
Oh.
No. It happens occasionally, but not always.
But what's up with the double? Like, what are you doing?
Shoot.
They not doing one.
No double this whole season.
I thought they was talking about a battle bag. That's what I felt like. They was gearing up for it.
There's a 2-hour episode on October, whatever, sometime the first week of October. So I wonder if that's a double. But I'm like, why would y'all do that in the
I will say I did see something next week. I could be lying my butt off, but I also saw that could be no Wednesday episode. So just a 2-hour Thursday episode.
Oh, okay.
But
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Needs to be now.
It has to be now. Like I guess one thing that I hate is a double to 5. It doesn't matter at that point. Because we'll get down to 7, and then double when you knock out 6 and 5th, or double in the final 4. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, like
I'd rather the double be Thursday.
Or you said 6 going to 4. You hate that?
Yeah, I would hate that. Shoot, even going to 5. I don't know. I like a start of jury double. Shoot, maybe even 2 doubles.
Where we at?
What after this? We're at 8 right now. So it'd be 7 to 5 if it was next week. It'd be 7 to 5 if it was.
Well, we've done it with BB24. They did it at 7.
And I hated it.
BB23 did it at 8.
So
they could, but so they won't. It won't be this week. So it's not next week. Yeah, probably 7 to 5 or 6 to 4.
I'm gonna guess 7 to 5. Yeah.
Because I guess, and I get what y'all saying, because well, at least 6 to 4 don't make sense because you can't backdoor nobody.
Was that 23? Was that 23 where they cut
both
Hannah and Tiff? Yeah.
Yeah, they did 2 doubles back to back. So they did from 8 to 6, from 6 to 5.
Gotcha.
Or 4.
Yeah, they changed that because they wanted their cookout together. They wanted their moment. That's why I ain't mad at it. They should cook that one time.
And it was like, time to cut y'all out. And I remember we were speculating there was gonna be like a bye because it was a long episode. It was like, oh, it's gonna be it ain't gonna be a double, it's gonna be something. They're gonna get the cut. We wanted Tiffany to stay so bad. We was hoping and praying something came up out the floor to save Tiffany that week. Nope. Oh, we were hoping and praying, but we did not get it. Yeah, I mean, Quinn went home. Angela voted to keep him, like I mentioned earlier, which was interesting.
Choice.
Very much a choice.
But Angela always in the dark about the vote, so
I don't know. They told that woman they was gonna keep him, and then she just thought they were, and they better quit playing with that woman like she ain't won HOH twice. Y'all better quit lying to her because she gonna win again.
She probably about to win this one. I bet you this is a crapshoot one because then I had questions 2 or 3 times back to back now. So and I'd be pissed if they did an endurance and didn't let us see. This would have been a good time for them to do the disc where they hold on to the disc.
And Quinn would have won that, but man, can I get props to Quinn though? Can I give props to Quinn?
Please,
because I don't know, all season I feel like he's just been. I know he's been a lot for a lot of people, and yes, he has, but he's a bundle of energy, and I think he carried himself with like so much grace, and we even saw tonight him thinking of things, the fact that he knew that he was in Kangaroo Jack when ain't no one know that. Maybe people know that.
I didn't know that
Kangaroo Jack.
You ain't seen Kangaroo Jack?
Who was in Kangaroo Jack?
Jerry
O'Connell.
I ain't watched that movie.
But for Quinn to like think of that
DVD
for his eviction speech and stuff like that, he's just been a positive guy. And even brought up Terrence missing DJ Showtime. What? Let it marinate.
Okay, I was getting ready to ask about that. I'm like, why did he bring that up? Out of all the things to bring back up,
Crockpot.
Yeah, I'm not telling.
You ain't gonna have
Quinn was good. We had kind of talked about this in the chat. Quinn, I think, would have had a better. I mean, he did good. He made it to jury at least. You know what I'm saying? So I give him props for that. He kept trying to play up to this persona of who online Big Brother community wanted him to be, or who he thought they wanted to be. So he kept playing up to that personality. When I'm just like,
right on out the door.
Sir, you have personality. Like Quinn is not dull by any means. I loved Quinn when he came in. Quinn was one of my winner picks. I was just like, yeah, he's on my.
He could have easily won this game.
He really could have. He just had to shut the hell up, and he didn't. And then he kept trying to be like, okay, let me see how I can create this moment.
He kept fishing for a deep dive.
I can do it. He kept fishing for some equity, and now it's.
Now I will say he might have enough for a deep dive. Because you got to dive deep for a lot of his reasonings for putting up his allies.
As much as he messed up, yeah, he gonna get a deep dive. Because let's you down there. Let's talk about it. Down there.
Cause it's gonna be a deep dive, all right? Because he was deeply dumb. So
listen, I have to say,
at least he get to make history. He wanted to make history. He did. The first house gets to not meet Julie on eviction night when he got evicted.
I feel so bad.
That's true.
Because Jerry was struggling with questions. In my opinion, he was struggling with them questions. It could have been nice and easy, but I don't know. He was reading off that card. I guess Julie also reads. I don't remember.
But my thing, I mean, I don't know.
I do give him some props. Because y'all know me. I love a petty house guest. And when Rubina tried to give him that little friendship bracelet, he like, I want that. At first, he caught himself. He just like, I'll take it. But he wanted to be like,
he should have stood on business. No, ma'am.
He should have. He should have. But baby, I don't care. I love a petty, bitter exit. It's so entertaining.
Nene will always be
Like,
iconic
so
when Hat tried to hug her.
Yeah, so that was funny.
Save it.
Boy, they even did a little zoom in. He had his fingers crossed. That man really thought he was staying. They did that zoom in on Leah. She said, "Oh."
He knew he was. I don't know who told him that he was staying.
He was Leah.
What devil lied to him?
I missed it, Chelsea, last night, and I got her feeling sorry for me. Ooh, cool. So you think I'm gonna say, yeah, I think you definitely have the votes. Da-da-da. He was up on the Leah spell, because if he wasn't so worried about Leah, he would have looked around and been like, damn, I don't think I have the votes. He was too busy worried about it. He should have been campaigning. He coming down to her, listening to her whine and cry. Girl, you're not even on the block.
If he wanted to stay, instead of Chelsea, I'm gonna win. What's going on? Don't put me on the block. I've never lied to you. You should have been like,
nobody promised him a vote.
You should have been saying, actually, don't leave the room. Don't even tell MJ. Don't tell Cam. But Leah did tell me if she went HOA, she putting you up. Like, she coming for you hard.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, that's what you should have did. You should have threw Leah up under the bus and backed it up over her. That's what, if you wanted to really stay in the game, that's what you should have been doing. As soon as MJ told you she was gonna use that veto, you should have. I'm not trying to throw Leah under the bus, but I got to do everything I can to save myself. But you didn't. You did it. You didn't use everything. Sacrificing Leah was your way to stay. Sacrifice her, because as soon as your behind touched the block, it was a done deal. So you should have threw her up there and had her sacrifice.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. That was.
But I 100% agree. EM said that Leah been saying she has no one is out of the loop. Why would he believe her? Exactly. She been crying for 4 days. I'm out the loop. Nobody's telling me everything. Nobody's hearing me. Nobody's listening to me. Yeah, you got.
Why would they listen to you now?
Huh? But Quinn should have clocked it, right? He should have clocked it last night. They went to the HOH room. He got everybody together. He tried to get everybody together. I'm like, hey guys, I just want to make sure, hopefully you guys vote for me. Going into next week, you can automatically put me up. Child, he threw that pitch up there, and they were just like, yeah. And then they started playing and joking. Yeah, cool, Quinn, cool. And then they started talking about burritos. Oh, whatever, sir.
That's an important topic. What you mean?
At this point, the words are on the wall. Read the room, fam.
Read it.
Like, they're in bold, like 72 characters. Like, read the room, bro. Ain't nobody voting for you.
Right. Like, that's what Leah should have did. She should have been humble. I come before you, Madam Chelsea, Madam MJ, Sir Cam. I pledge my allegiance to you, because you don't got nobody. Nothing. Well, no. But the only thing she got is nobody wants to put her behind up on the block. And I don't get it.
I will say, regardless of who wins, I feel like T-Core or Leah is going to hit the block this Thursday. So one of their streaks is going to be broken.
But I don't think both of them are touching the block. So who's going to stay alive and who's not?
As long as Leah and Chemo leave, for me, I'll be fine with everybody else. That Rabina can't win. I don't think she will win anyway. But so I don't mind her staying and making it far, though.
Rabina probably going to win that choice tonight. That's my guess. I want Cam to win it, but I feel like Rabina going to win tonight. That's my guess.
Yeah. Rabina, she has the ability to surprise us. Because I think we mentioned it. I don't know if we mentioned it on the last episode, but like when she was kind of thinking about like how the relationship with her and Chemo and T-Core is, and like how they were talking about the end game and how she's really just a shield and all of that. And even when Chemo was on the block and Chelsea was talking to her, she was like, Chemo is a threat, taking out Chemo would be I don't know if she fully considered taking Chemo out, but she wasn't as sad about him hitting the block as you would have thought she was. I was like, oh, she might.
But she's running out of time, though. That's my stance on Rabina, because
she gotta get an HOH on her Bella.
Go ahead, Eli. What you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying she hasn't done anything, and you can't pop up and final 5, final 4, and take out the obvious threat and expect to win when everyone was going to do that.
I mean, people do it.
Shoot, people be winning from it? No.
I mean, they kind of do sometimes. It depends. But yeah, so she was surprised. She could be, I wouldn't consider her a dark horse. If she were to betray her trio, that may give her some, like, I mean, that may piss them off, but they may garner favor with other people. Like, oh, like people like Quinn, who wants to be a snake. He might even vote for her, and he can't stand the girl. So who knows what move she can make. But I don't know. This week is gonna be testy. I just need Leah to go. That's what I need. Leah or Chemo for me to go.
Harry said, do we see the trios make the final 6? Something tells me 5 of the 6 will. Somebody's not making it. I don't know who. Yeah. It's probably Chemo.
Yeah, I'd be very shocked if they took out T-Core. Very somehow.
I will say, Chelsea. At this point, I was saying it's kind of T-Core's game to lose. It's Chelsea's game to lose at this point. That girl is putting a slight little target on her. She had the conversation and was like, no, T-Core might not ever touch the block, you know. T-Core love everybody, you know, and I love her. And she even mentions, which at first I was like, girl, you dumb? But I think she did it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to Mackenzie and she was just like, you know, well, of course, I would never touch T-Core. T-Core would never touch me. She would never put me on the block. And she said this to Mackenzie. Mackenzie gonna be like, now, wait a minute.
I gotta break that up.
You supposed to be my bestie.
Mm-hmm. Get jealous, girl. Get jealous.
So I feel like pay attention going into this week for sure. Chelsea is just, it's very subtle. Like she doesn't like do it a lot. She don't never say nothing like bad about her, but she be like, I do love T-Core.
Yeah. I don't know if they would lose her vote. T-Core doesn't get me bitter. She's petty, but I don't think she'd be bitter if they took her out.
Who?
T-Core. He asked, Ian asked if
whoever
took out T-Core.
I think she's bitter.
You think she'd be bitter? Really? I think she'd be bitter if it was Chemo or Rabina that took her out, but
Chelsea. Chelsea, she would be bitter.
Rabina or Chemo. Yeah, Chemo or Rabina.
Chemo, Rabina, or Chelsea taking her out, she would be bitter.
Yeah.
Now, if it was anybody else, I think
it
does necessarily come down to what time, if she does leave. Because, you know, by the time you get to the jury house, you have time to like, so if it's a short time,
final 3.
Final 3? I'm voting for Big Ange. You know what I'm saying? So
Final 3 is a good place to do it. Because Final 3 is a good place to do it. Final 3 is toss up, because remember how we talked about it with Spicy V. You shouldn't have took her out at 4 or 5. You should have waited till final 3 to take her out, because that way she can't get mad, fester and spread poison in the jury. Because if T-Core goes and is able to talk to the jury, she gonna have influence. So you got to either get her out long before and let other things transpire in the game, or you take her out at final 3. So she can't influence it, because she's the brains of the Takima. And without her voice, they're just the body.
The good thing is, the thing with T-Core is she gonna vote how she wants to. I don't care what you do. This is what I'm doing. And then I think it comes down to, especially when it's Rabina and Chemo, they're like, well, we should probably just, vote together. I feel like that's how it goes.
But that's why she can't be there. If they
exactly. So
final 3 is when you get out.
A key to jury for sure.
Yep.
If she's gonna hit that jury, you better make sure she's not going out on your HOH. For sure. She still was beefing with Quinn. She got this beef with Quinn. Don't even know. I said okay.
Yeah, I think she's one you have to take out at final 3. Unfortunately. And I would hate to let her get that far if I'm in the game, because she's really smart, really, so she could very well win the last HOH too. So it's like,
Kangaroo Jack is hilarious.
LOL. Not perjury. I'm cracking.
Yeah, perjury.
Perjury is funny.
But man, we got 8 people to rank. And yeah, quick little reminder: this is half vibes, half games, half or pretty
Half
much
whatever
about
we
this
want to
week.
do.
Yeah, we can do future outlook. We tend to just do this week, but this is purely vibes, ranking however we want to rank. This isn't, oh, they have the best chance to win. This could be you had a horrible week, so we're putting you at 8. Could be you're born and ain't done nothing and we hate you, so you're at 7. We'll see. But shoot, Eric, Treese.
I gotta go first.
Yeah, I can go
and
first.
I think better.
Yeah, I was just say I think towards Chelsea
Better.
8th place, Leah. Got nobody. Nobody cared to listen to you. Delusional. Fed terrible information to your ally this week. Made him believe he had a chance to stay in this game, and he had absolutely zero chance. Just all around terrible play this week.
And what isolated herself. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Trace.
No, go ahead, Eli.
I was just about to say isolated herself, and this has stemmed for 2 weeks where you could almost argue 2 weeks ago, right before jury, hey, Leah's in a okay position. She got 2 guys who have their hands everywhere, has decent relationships with MJ and stuff like that, with Angela, and it's all
she lost her simp shields
apart.
Yep, her simp shields are gone. She lost them simp shields, and she played a direct hand in one of them going home. She gave her own game away last week.
Yeah,
that's where she lost the game.
I wholeheartedly agree that Leah should be at 8. She did a pity party for herself for 2 days, and granted, in the Big Brother house, of course you're gonna have emotions, you're gonna have sad, you're gonna have times where you're upset, where you're bothered. That's life, okay? Her and Chelsea had a conversation, and I wholeheartedly agree because she said, I've had times, and that's where I want to be left alone. And she says, but like when you do it for 2 days, you got to realize 2 days in the Big Brother house is a long time for people to not see you. And I know we mentioned it on the pod here on our
in the words of Mother Mitchell.
Listen, we mentioned it. Listen, you let these people miss you. They'll be out there, mom. Where's Leah? You know what? If she ain't here, we having a good time.
We having a good time, right?
Oh, yep. She lost her little minions. And I would even be all right. Like, even if, because Leah set out talking about she wanted the men's out the house. That's what she said in the very beginning of the season. And you wholeheartedly getting rid of your little men.
The ones that wanted to carry you to the end.
If you could stand on business, it would be all right. But you over here fussing and crying like, I can't do nothing for you.
She took her own voting block out. That's crazy.
She did.
Because
but her word, she put Joseph on the block.
Literally.
Girl, wait a minute. Are you working with Joseph?
That's why I said she lost the game right there. Because if Joseph is in jury with Quinn, those are 2 guaranteed votes that you have out of 7. That is huge.
Yeah, she should not have used that veto on Angela. She messed up.
We'll learn to regret it. At least she got $25K from it under the table.
Probably.
Shoot.
She had next, to get something.
I think next week will be simple, barring a veto win. But y'all mind if I put Chemo at 7? He's been like 7 this whole time. But
Chemo.
I feel like this week either Chemo's leaving, Leah's leaving.
He's too busy trying to. He want to sing. He want to dance. He want to play games. He do be singing
though. He do. He singing. You can hold on. One thing about Chemo though, he gonna give us some bops. Okay,
he has given us bops.
So I will give him that prop. He is BB26, king of bops. Okay, so we will let him have that. But that is where this sentence ends.
Definitely a bump on the log.
A bump on the log. I do love Chemo, like personally though, but in the game of Big Brother. Sir, I would love to be sitting next to you if I was.
But he's still, he's a game changer.
You know what? Hold on. That man know how to do a speech. I do. Matter of fact, you going out at 3. Wait a minute. You did have a good speech.
Don't let him get that far. Take him out.
He did recycle his speech, and it wasn't as passionate as last time. I don't know if it's because he was more confident that he was.
He knew he didn't have to go all out this week. Yeah. Last week he was fighting. What's that raggedy that R. Kelly? I'm fighting for my life.
As he should, because one more vote, sir. You would have been out.
Chemo was on. He was near glory. He was
crazy.
That close.
I am putting my girl Chelsea at the top. I'm giving her 1 because it was a whole big old thing. Like, was it right for her to take out Quinn over Leah? And in my opinion, I don't think she could have went wrong because before she won HOH, Leah and Quinn were having a conversation that if they win HOH next week, both of them are putting her up. So they already talked about it. So at this point, those are her 2 ops. And as long as she got one of them out this week, it was a successful HOH for her. She could have been a little less messy. I do agree with that. But at the end of the day, you got rid of somebody. And at this point, I don't see one of those 2 right now. I feel like it's a better chance because Quinn respects the game that he would give a vote for Chelsea. So it's better to not piss Leah off right now. You know, when the numbers get down and if she happens to be the one to take Leah out, I think it'll be better respected maybe. I don't know. But I think it was a good move, in my opinion.
It wasn't a bad move.
I wish it was Leah.
I think that's really all it was.
I really wanted it to be.
I think it was a decent move to get rid of Quinn for the house.
Great answer.
I don't. Yes, he was coming for her, but without Leah in the game, I don't think he would have made that move because who do you have? If Leah's gone, who do you run to besides Cam? You know, and Cam is not going to approve of you putting up Chelsea.
That's true.
I don't think that he would have been a threat. As with Leah in the house, yes, she's definitely going on the block. Chelsea would be on the block, but with Leah gone, he has to rely on them because Angela not working with him. The trio ain't really fooling with him like that on the game level, so he would have no choice but to stay with them. So that's my only gripe about her taking out Quinn this week.
Genuine question for y'all. Oh, go ahead.
I think it would have been great too if it had been Leah over Quinn because thinking of now that you put that out there, that would have made great sense because if he don't have Leah, he ain't gonna have no choice but to be loyal to Chelsea. And you also got to think we haven't had an endurance comp in a minute. Endurance comp is coming up. Quinn is fit. Quinn is good at these endurance comps. There's a high likely chance
having 3 huge soldiers. Physical soldiers and Mackenzie, Cam, and Quinn fighting for you.
Yeah, it would have probably been better, but
I agree. She thinks she's good. I do. If Leah somehow get an HOH or Angela, they both putting her up.
I was about to say
Angela and Leah putting her up. Where she go up this week?
So
that was gonna be my question. Do you guys think it was a mistake to not take out Angela, where Angela's kind of the wild card? And in my head, if things move smooth and no waves are made, of course, this is Big Brother. It won't go perfect.
Yes.
Chelsea's in the winning position, but Angela's always the chaos maker, stirring stuff up.
I think the move this week was for Chelsea to not win HOH.
Absolutely.
That was the move for her this week. But yeah, Angela going on her HOH would have been the best because she doesn't have any like loyalties in the house. The trio would have Chemo still would have went up because sure, I'll go on the block. So that wouldn't even been no bad blood with the trio. You would have still had T-Core because, hey, my boy is still in the house, so we good. The other side, the 5 would have still been intact. Like Leah, she wouldn't have been pouting because you weren't thinking to put her on a block. So the move for Chelsea this week was to
not win.
Put 1 million.
I can't remember who was next. Who was second place out of that tiebreaker?
Mackenzie.
See?
Would have been your HOH anyways.
Would have been your HOH. Honestly, this was Mackenzie HOH low key.
Facts.
Because
I think they would have taken out, I guess, either Quinn or the trio.
I think she would have put up Angela and Chemo. I think she would have. No, she said she was gonna put up T-Core actually. But I think Chelsea would have talked her out of it.
But I mean, Chelsea deferred to MJ. I almost called her MK. What is this girl name? Whatever her name is.
McKenna.
She deferred to her a lot this HOH. She even told her in the late hours, at the 11th hour, do I do Leah or do I do Quinn? Before she had to go make the renom. Like, she put that much power in her hand to choose. And she was just like, oh.
That on purpose.
Yeah. But that's a lot of power that Chelsea gave her. She didn't give her an answer, but you know, if you a gamer,
that's why she stayed on her hip.
Because if that's me,
would not leave that girl's side.
I'm like, wait, you giving me the decision to put up somebody? Yeah. Write that on my resume. Chelsea gave me permission to choose the renom. So I don't know. Yeah, she should just let Mackenzie win it. Mackenzie would have had all the power this week. Her hands would have been clean, crystal clear. So I'm gonna put Mackenzie might need to be at 2.
3.
I know we used to put T-Core at 2, but I mean, she didn't really do that this week for me.
Okay, so here is my against that. I would give her 3 and put Cam at 2.
Fine. Oh, Cam, yeah.
I'm only putting Cam up because
different.
I like the fact that Cam stood on business this week. Okay.
He did.
And I love a person. I love a person that will, if the HOH is in your face, you like, no, I don't want to do that. And he was very adamant, like Quinn is the one that needs to go this week. Now, if you leave Kim on that block, if we got to take out chemo, we can. But Quinn is the one to go. Quinn will put me up, so he needs to go. So he stood on business this week. He was funny. He was entertaining. He made the feeds. Cam is giving us some bops too.
He gave us some bops and content. That's right.
And he also gave us dogs at the crib. Okay. And a lot of them.
He did that a while ago, right?
Right. He been and gave us dogs at the crib.
No.
On Twitter?
We now see the dogs at the crib. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. We see you. We see them. Okay. So, but overall, game wise, I think Cam has had a great week.
That's a good point, Tasha.
So what you say?
Tasha said Chelsea is very intentional.
There you go. So is.
Work.
That's why she's very adamant. She keeps questioning her. So what do you know? If you notice, she'll look you dead in the eye. She said, so what do you think we should do? And she even had the conversation with T-Core and Rabina. She said, okay, so I'm going to let y'all choose. Who do you think we should put on the block this week, Quinn or Leah? I want y'all to pick. I'm not HOH. You will not get me.
You cannot trick me.
You cannot trick me. Yeah, Kim had a good HOH.
Shoot. Can we have a conversation about Angela though?
Yes.
Because all I know is she in my head was a winner.
You trying to put a word?
I mean, all right. I
mean, it wasn't iconic.
I know people didn't believe Angela's story about, there's a new 5 forming with the people in the backyard. I know they didn't believe it, but Angela, we just said that Chelsea, it probably would have been best if she taken out Angela. And guess what? Angela's here, and I'm gonna keep it real. Who does Angela go home next to next week?
Because low-key, they would get ready to chop chemo this week if Angela stayed on the block.
Okay, come on.
Now long term.
Come on.
Now long
term. Hold on, Mary. Pause real quick. Eli had his shoulders out before the show, and he's like, I gotta put them up.
They lying.
So we gonna next episode, you gonna put your shoulders out for Mary.
The muscles.
They lying.
He did. But
man, I don't know. I don't think she has much win equity, and I don't think people like her. But I think this week for her to stay is massive. And like I said, who goes home next, or who does she go home next to? Maybe a T-Core or Chelsea, but if she's next to a trio, they're voting out the trio. If she's next to Leah, they're voting out Leah. I guess only scenario is a Leo veto win.
I was just about to say, I don't think she will go home against T-Core, but they already talked about like they need to shoot at the trio. And you only need you only need 3 votes next week. Yeah. And if one of the trio is on the block,
that's 3.
Dang, Big Ed should have went this week. Ooh, Big Ed's gonna skate. Big Ed's making the Final 4.
Because here's the deal, and she gonna win something too. She got another 2 more competition wins.
She got at least 1 more, but 2 is looking kind of all right.
And she's not the GOAT that people think she is. She's not a Victoria. She's gonna get to the end. We've seen people get swayed by emotion. Literally, it happened last week. So she gets up there and she tells her story, how much this means to her. She didn't plan it, how bad her husband is at being a husband. Like she didn't just talk. You know what I'm saying? So she's overcome a lot. This is her dream. She's applied for the show for 12 years. And as an older woman, she came here and won at least 2 at this point. So she could be at 3 or 4, maybe 5 by the time she gets to the end. She then got the veto used on her thrice. So it's like she has a story.
She has a story, but I feel like she has like Paul level. People did not like Paul, where people got together, didn't like him. I feel like it might be something similar.
I don't think they hate her. I think she became the house target because she rubbed them the wrong way. But I don't necessarily believe that she's like just disliked that they wouldn't give her a vote at the end, in a sense.
Shoot, I'm making my argument for 1. We'll move her to 4. I'd argue she should be high, but shoot.
What number would you put her right now?
If we're talking just for this week, I think she.
Oh no, I didn't know that, Ty. Messy.
Huh? Did you hear that story about Ange mama don't like Chuck and tried to
reconnect her to a high school sweetheart?
Dang, Granny Ange is messy.
Not Granny Ange.
But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of players in a better position that play better, but this week in my head was her week.
I'll put her at 3.
I was just about to say I could argue 3. Only because I do think Mackenzie talked a little too much this week. But in my opinion.
Shoot. And then what? I think the last 2 spots, we could talk about them individually, but I'll just move them up and we could just talk about them.
And honestly, T-Core is not even low because of anything. She didn't do nothing. She chilled.
Honestly, it's a huge T-Core win this week that her trio stays. The only fear is the trio stayed and now they're front and center.
But still, I mean, I just think they're gonna be okay. Well, obviously, HOH will determine if they're gonna be okay or not this week. So,
yeah, it all comes down to this HOH. If one of the big 3 wins HOH, like they're looking good. They have 2 votes. When it's almost 2 votes to say, I don't know. There are a few HOH wins away from just sweeping it. Though
watch T-Core.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh man, I want Chemo to go. If I had to pick someone who I want to go, I kind of want Chemo to go. Pick up the big 3, HOH? Open up the game.
Rabina. That's it. Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
I don't want Mackenzie because Mackenzie her ass been the HOH room all week. Oh,
she's been in all season. Every HOH, she been up under every HOH this season.
That girl do not know. She do not know when to like go.
Hey, that's been her strategy. Maybe stay up under the HOH so they don't want to put you
up. What did we call her week 2 during Chelsea's HOH? She's not hoarder. She's gosh dang living up.
Oh dang! What did we call her? Oh, did she? Dang.
A squatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I just clicked on feeds and Quinn is there.
My king is back, ladies and gentlemen. Quinn's a protege. He's a protege.
No, like I just clicked on feeds and he's in the house.
What the timeline saying?
Is my screen?
Girl, listen. Your screen might be jacked up. Let's see what the TV.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on for 2 seconds so they don't block us. But look,
man, we about to get shut down, y'all.
Look at Quinn at the top,
but look at the bottom. Look at the bottom.
Exactly, that's weird.
Girl, get it off the thing. Hey, man, shut us down.
Get us caught up.
If we have to edit that, then we just cut that off at the end. But that's weird.
Oh, Ty said Paramount be delayed.
Shoot.
Yeah, ain't saying anything.
I mean, hey, they're giving them a second chance to use its fancy power.
The time do say, the time is correct too.
Mm-hmm.
What happened if I click on it?
Dude.
Ain't nobody saying nothing, so it's fine. She said refresh it.
That's what I'm about to do. I said, let me refresh.
Man, though, I'm laughing at the fact that we talked about everyone. We don't care about Rubina.
You know what?
I love Rubina.
T-Core got braids. Okay. They gave it to me. I haven't been on my computer to watch feeds in a long time, so it might have just been set from.
Look, those feeds from week 4.
Yeah, because I watch it on my phone or my iPad, so I rarely get on my computer because my kid like the.
Not them week 2 feeds, girl.
I thought I was tripping. I was about to say, no, y'all didn't. Let this man come back in this damn house.
Over feeds at that, like y'all didn't even announce it, like to let it be that type of twist. No.
But okay, we can run down our rankings.
But at number 1, we got, or you know what? At 1 and 2, we got Cam C. What is that the name? I don't even know. Chelsea at 1, Cam at 2. We got Big Ange at number 3. Number 4, we got Mackenzie. Number 5, we got T-Core. Number 6, Rubina. Number 7, Chemo. And number 8, Miss Leah. And that is our rankings. And probably shoot, that's besides T-Core being that low, probably my ratings on where, like, who I want to win the game.
You just couldn't wait. Huh?
I can't help but wait.
Eric has nobody.
I would just like to thank you all for joining us here today for the wake of Eric's draft. If there is anybody that would like to come up and speak on his behalf,
you know, I'll talk.
Please keep your remarks to 5 minutes to let everyone get a chance. There will be refreshments after the service. We would like to thank Missionary Jackson and the pastor for letting us use the
all my players in
your
glory.
Your draft.
One
Eric
jury member.
You want to know crazy though?
You want to know?
Hey, everybody on Eric's team has done way more than my team combined. That's what's sad.
Nah, for real. That is true.
It is crazy.
If anybody asks you, come on. Where am I going? Come on. Y'all go get us.
Where my draft is going.
Come on now.
Where my draft is going soon.
Beyond them.
They went out.
You can remove him from the draft. Refresh. Mario T tonight.
Yeah, you know, you got to make Eric gray. Just blacked out. He had no highlights.
Oh, you know what? That's
this
what I need to do.
Embarrassing. But you know what, y'all, because a lot of y'all are newer here. Nobody was here with me in the trenches with BB 11. I was out of the draft in week 2. Can you believe that?
Well, you had Vanessa, crazy. You had everyone that quit.
That was so quick.
2 quitters. in the second, in like the third group.
I have the most winningest team, huh? I did.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
I did eat a little bit.
You got a superstar team.
Mackenzie got the most wins so far in the house. Yeah. Score has 1.
I'm gonna be real,
but he had the most.
I got 3 people, but I have nobody. I maybe have half a person in Cam. Wait, maybe that was JP to say. Cam got a chance.
I feel like you have a final 2 over there.
I do.
Think,
are they a final 2?
I think one of your people might hit that. No, I think one of your people might possibly hit that final 2 chair and lose. But I do see one of your people hitting that. I do see one of them hitting that chair.
Not Rob also got out on our RHAP. I haven't did a draft.
I'm asleep right now, Ty, but I'm hoping. I would love a Cam win. I would love a Cam.
I went from winning the draft last season to being the first one out. It's crazy. Crazy work.
So we shall see what happens with this next.
Cam has a good shot.
I hope Cam wins. For sure.
Season. I love that.
And if I had to pick somebody to leave this week, Leah, if it ain't Leah, Chemo. I gotta see the trio broken up. And if it ain't Chemo, one of those 3 out of Kamzy and Chelsea, I want to see one of them go. I want to see a power structure broken. Nah, Big Ange can chill.
Well, when has she ever done that? Ever.
She can cheat.
So
you know what, Big Ange? That's how Big Ange be pulling me back because she be doing all that whining and crying and fussing. I be like, girl, shut up, stop. I'm over it. But then she do something and she make up some mess and it gives us content for like 3 hours. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
How about, I forgot to mention how both her and Chelsea was lying to each other. They both thought they was telling the truth when they was talking about what she said about who started that false line. I did not say Leah, I said Quinn. You told me Leah started it, Angela. Flashback. Quinn and Leah.
Both lying. Both of them.
Oh man, because she went and got Leah. I did not. Oh my God. I cannot believe that it would be said that I said anything against you. If my words were misconstrued and it was she loved to get that. If my words weren't as clear, they should have been. I am sorry. She loved that. She loved that line. Like, nah, sis, you just lying. But Leah or Chemo, please go home this week.
I want Leah because I want that baby talk to stop.
I don't listen to her.
She be making Mackenzie do it, and y'all, you know how I feel about that. I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I hate it. I do not like the way it sounds.
I don't know. Before we got on here tonight, y'all, we can wrap up. I was telling them, I said, honestly, I feel like this season is a hoax. This season was artificially simulated. It's not real. This is not a real season. So much history has been made in one season that has never been happened in 25 seasons.
I mean, shout out they have new recruiting team, right? It was traders people.
Oh, traders. Yeah, they should stay on. But
also we're running out of people that have been on TV because you could go down the line. Even if we're including TikTok, you got Cam, Rubina been on like 18 TV shows. Angela, Brooklyn, who else? Chemo was on American Idol, right? T-Core. Shoot, everyone knows people from Survivor.
The only person that has not been.
Shoot, probably Joseph.
Sure. No, that's left in the house.
Oh yeah,
Leah.
Maybe Leah.
Yeah. Maybe MJ. She's only in college.
Leah and MJ, the only ones I think that haven't said they were connected in some kind of way. Cam hasn't either, but Cam has a really huge following, so ain't no telling with that one. I don't know.
This season, just a lot of I was gonna make a list of all the things how this season has made history in so many ways. So many ways. Veto used 8 weeks in a row. A player getting the veto used on him 3 times by 3 different players. Julie not being shown. Huh?
The veto getting used this week too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Julie not hosting for an episode of house guests not meeting Julie for their exit interview. I mean, OTEV being won in 1 round of speech, somebody's eviction speech, swam not 1 but 2 votes. I mean, what? Pre-Jordan about to win AFP more than likely.
Are we getting close to top 2 but ain't 2 territory? I don't know.
I think it's gonna definitely heavily depend on who wins this season.
In this second half, if I had to pick somebody for my AFP, me and Eric talked about this. I really wish that AFP was only strictly for the end part of the game. I feel
jury members.
I do agree with that. Like, I feel like that should only be a jury thing or whatever, or anybody in that last phase of the game. And if I had to pick today, Cam would get my AFP.
I was just about to say, Cam might win it. If it wasn't for Janky
you know what? I ain't called deep dive. We need to come up with a name for I love whatever. Anyways, Cam, the way his game has transformed in such a short time, it's literally it flipped on like a light switch. He was just like, oh, you know what? I should start playing
the game.
And we was like, cool.
He was on cruise control. That's what I said. He was on cruise control.
Yeah.
And he I gotta start playing now.
Not to turn up like
he didn't have to. And he hit that block. He said, oh, wait a minute. Let me turn that on. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When that little veto, he said, oh, hold on.
He got when he got put on that block, he got forced to play the game. Is what it is.
Which as it should. Because if you get put on that block and you sit down like chemo, he might have been on that. Baby, you was on that block first week. Like, come on, man. Yeah, DR told him. Did
they? Because he's talking about he ain't got no DRs.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. He had them DRs, and Cam said, "Okay, watch this. You ain't gonna give me no DRs. Let me give you some content.
Right?
You're gonna be calling me."
Yeah, break up the collective. Interesting.
Yeah.
Israel, Tucker, Angela, Leah, Chelsea as the third.
We'll see. I don't know. We still have a lot of game to play, so someone could take the hearts of America.
But a lot of game.
Yeah, there's lots of game to play. Yeah, I don't see anybody toppling Tucker. So he's gonna make history too. So yeah, BB26 definitely top 10, working on top 5. Honestly,
in this era of Big Brother,
ooh,
definitely up there.
Yeah,
for sure.
What BB16 and after is it? It might be the one. Of course, Cookout is special.
Yeah,
but
Cookout special.
Cookout gets its own special asterisk because Black people. We got our first.
But they
Black
played
winner.
the game. I'll give that. They played the game.
Did play, but there were definitely times where if it was somebody else, I'd be like, because it was such a sweep. But they get their own special asterisks. This is better. If we do overall, this season is better. I will say that out loud.
With this cast, honestly, I say BB23 too as well. Let them play again. Throw them back in the house again. And see how it shakes out. You know?
Can you imagine though if they did that one season? Like we voted on our favorite season. Like vote on your favorite season, and they got, or let's say, because there's probably no way they could get a complete entire cast to replay again, but like the top 2 casts, and they split it half of like your faves, and then they just go back in and play. That would be, oh my gosh, that would be so great.
I would love it.
Because everyone in this cast would be down with Kenny.
Ooh,
right, everybody but Kenny.
I know. Ooh, I need Izzy. I want Izzy and Heisem to play again. Ooh, but I don't want to see Jag nor Matt again. Ooh, that's tough.
And of course, we're not going. Sari not coming back. So
Sari ain't coming back.
No.
Anyway, we gonna get BB16. Heck, nah.
I mean, that probably would be the winner.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be the win. If they weren't the first 2 to hit that bang block, I know something. I know something. The first 3 boots need to be in this order.
Oh my gosh.
Derek, Cody, Nicole. Those need to be the 3. If those aren't the first 3 boots,
to be in the house?
If they did BB16 again.
I
said those aren't the first 3 boots. I know something.
All I know is Joey, Devin, and Powell, final 3. I would love that. I love that.
Don't forget about Amber, please. Thank you.
I don't care. I like that final 3.
Listen, Big Brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's the final 3 that I want. I love Amber though. I love Amber.
Mine would be Donnie, Amber, and Zach.
That would also
Big Brother Canada is over now. If they do not do Big Brother Canada versus US this next season, they are missing out on a gem. Like, give them time. Get your passports, Canada.
Well, some of our faves already got theirs, so
now there's 1 or 2 of my faves that don't. I already know because I asked them. Get it? We've had conversations. Okay, we've had conversations. Get your passport together. Get your visa. I don't know how it works.
Actually,
get it together. Yes, so it can be right on time for next summer. Okay. We will have poutine for you. We will have poutine. Now I got my accent.
Because we gotta have it in US because we gotta have feeds. And I can't sit here and look at that fake backyard. We need a real backyard.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But anyway.
And Arissa co-hosting. I think I would like to see it. Huh?
She can just be the host.
I was about to say, remove that code.
Now you know they ain't getting rid of no JC.
Julia, I ain't never going back.
Julia is an icon.
She gonna miss
and a legend.
She just lost $85,000. Shoot, I ain't gonna.
She probably in the contract. If it's under sickness, she still get it, or at least half of it.
Probably a portion.
Yeah.
Or she might be salaried. Well, no, it's like per episode. That's right. But anyway, we rambling because this episode should have been over at 36 minutes. We just talking.
We love y'all. That's all that is. We love you. It's been real. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We appreciate it as always. And of course, before you hang up and leave us, make sure you are subscribed to our channel at A Who All Gonna Be There podcast. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And of course, if you're watching on Twitter and you're not already following us, make sure you follow us at A Who All There and turn on those notifications as well. So until next time, which will be next week, Monday, hopefully. And also, Survivor's coming back. So we'll see you Wednesday. Whether we do a cast assessment or not, we'll figure it out. We may just pop up with a draft already done on Wednesday, and we're going to just jump into the episode, which is looking like that's what we're going to do. So.
And also, Ozza's House Chop event. She actually has one tonight. And I have to give special love to Strat Chat because they are one of our favorite bestie podcasts. They are at Ozza's event. They did one in New York. And she is doing one for the finale party that is in a short month away. And we will all be there. Because who all gonna be there? We gonna be there.
We gonna be there.
Okay. And we would love to meet you guys in person. So if you haven't got the opportunity to get your tickets, we love Ozza. We support her down. Okay. So please go out, and if you do, shout us out.
Let us know y'all gonna be there, because we gonna be there. So let us know you gonna be there.
Yes. But okay, y'all have a lovely night. All right. Bye, y'all.